Hey everybody, it's Ken Birdsall here from KB Cars. Today I am at Spitzer Chevy in Amherst, Ohio, and I'm going to show you this new 2020 Suburban. If you want to know just what's new from the 2019s to the 2020s, check out that link in the top right hand corner. I used this Suburban in that video, so some of you requested more information. I'm going to try to not overwhelm you today because there's so much to cover on the Suburban, but I'm going to show you as much as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video if you have any questions at all. Make a comment down below, or you can reach me here at the dealership at 440-988-4444. Let's take a look. Alright, so let's start out with the front end. There's a lot of different grills, just like on the Silverado. There's a lot of different grills that go to this. This specific Suburban is very unique. It's an LT trim, four-wheel drive. This thing is very well equipped. A couple upgrades that it does have to it: second row bucket seats, captain chairs there. You'll see that in a second. Sunroof and navigation. This also has the luxury edition package and the RST edition, as you can usually pinpoint it really quick by those wheels, because those are just on the RST edition. So as we come to the front, you've got a nice black gloss grille insert here. It does still have the active aero shutters that we've seen before. Those help with aerodynamics, engine heating up the engine compartment so you get heat to the back for us colder climate people. LED daytime running lamps is standard, and the projector beam headlamps for your regular lights are standard as well. Front park assist is part of the luxury package that's on here. So there's a lot of things. I'm just gonna kind of, as we go around, I'll mention what package those are part of, and then I'll give you specifics on that later. Same for those fog lamps down below. Those are part of the luxury package as well. It does come standard with rear park assist though, those sensors in the back. So normally you have 18-inch wheels. These are the nice 22 gloss with silver accents. These things are, from the first time I saw them, which I think was last year, I just really always liked them. The RST edition gets a lot of blacked out things. So you have your steps, those are standard, but you can see there's a gloss black in there as well. Your name plate is black as well, and your mirror caps are black. If you go down the whole side of it, all of your edge belt lines are black, and your roof rails up top are black as well. Part of the luxury edition too, you get the passive entry on all four passenger doors and driver door. Actually, I'm going to pause here if you guys want to take a look at the window sticker specifically for this one. Here's all your standard features that come on a Suburban LT. And then as we look into the additional packages, the RST edition, the luxury package, and all of its content. So you can pause here if you need to. The power sunroof, the heated seats, or the bucket seats, those are heated on the LT. And navigation upgrade, interior protection package, and 2-speed transfer case there. So it gives you a total MSRP of $68,655 before rebates and discounts. So to demonstrate the passive entry, so I have the key fob in my pocket. You can lock and unlock. Like right now it's locked. That will unlock. If you do this on the driver's side door on the other side, the first tap will unlock just the driver's side door. The second tap will then unlock the rest of the doors. But any other door, it will unlock all of them for you. So it's a nice jet black medium ash interior. So it gives you the black as well as kind of a grayish interior. And you'll see that into the seats, center console, the dash. It kind of goes all the way around with that. Give you a look to the back. We're going to take a peek at those things as we go. Point out the sunroof, nice center console, 8-inch MyLink touchscreen radio. If you do see down below, it does have Bose speakers. Those are standard on the LT trim. And then you get the power adjusting passenger seats as well. These front seats are both heated. If you go to the Premier trim, which is like the LTZ, that one will get you ventilated seats as well. as you're coming along, this is part of that RST edition too, having the blacked out LT instead of chrome like normal. So again, your door panel on the side. So we go to the second row. Point out where your heated seat buttons are there in the middle, as well as it is tri-zone climate control. That is standard on all of them. So your front driver and passenger will get their own climate, and then the whole back will enjoy their own climate as well, that they can control, or you can lock it out from the front. And I do want to point out here, so there's a couple ways. This luxury package, normally without the luxury package, you could just pull up here and then you could pull up again, and these would fold like that. But on the luxury package, you get power folding. So you have one spot here. It's also on the on the other side where you can do that, and it will go up itself. And then there is a spot in the back that will do that too. Alright, as we take a look at the back end of the Suburban, there's a few things I want to point out. Again, your black bow ties, that's part of your RST edition, in the front and the back. And right underneath the bow tie, you'll always find the backup camera that is standard. And it does have the electronic power liftgate that is standard on the LT, but this one has the hands-free liftgate as part of the luxury package. Typically, you wouldn't see that until you got to the Premier trim, where that becomes standard. So I'll demonstrate that here in a second, but I want to show you the LED tail lamps that are standard as well on all Suburbans. Your black name badging again, and the RST badging, those are all parts of that package, RST package. Your rear park assist sensors, those are standard on all trims. And then to get the closeout panel for your trailer hitch, the hitch is standard on all trims, but to get that cover, that comes part of the luxury package as well. You'll really see the luxury package really pulls it almost up to a Premier in many, many ways, just shy of a few things. But it's going to save you a lot more money than going to the Premier itself. So the electronic release, you can power up this liftgate either from the key fob, from the button up front, also again from the hands-free liftgate, which I always say go by that sensor, look for the last letter in Suburban. That's the sensor. It's right around in this area, as where all you have to do is just a quick swift kick, and then it will open itself up. And you can do that swift kick in the same spot and it'll go down, or you can use the button right up here. But I want to show you the interior of the back. Lots of cargo space. Again, typically you have to go to the Premier in order to get this, but you have the power folding third row seats, and those are power down and up. Your second row also is power folding, and then it will also fold up as well, giving it easier access to the third row. So even if you have the bench seat that is standard, it'll still power fold with that luxury package. Typically you'll see the captain's chairs with this though. But lots of space. You've even got room underneath it here. If you want, we got the floor mats under there. I'll let you guys get kind of a whole look and feel. This is the back area. Alright, as we go down the driver's side, I want to point out the Capless fuel here. Just press and release. You can use regular unleaded fuel. If you do get the 6.2 liter Performance Edition, that's got the bigger engine, that will have premium fuel recommendation for you. I do want to point out while we're back here, the auto locking rear differential, that it is standard on every Suburban, whether you have 2-wheel, 4-wheel, any of that. And again, we'll check out that second row, let you check it out from this perspective on the driver's side. Center console area. Alright, I wanted to point out your remote start, and while I'm looking at the key fob, you do have your power lift gate button and your rear glass release button. So if you just need the glass opened up in the back window, you can do that. But it's a remote start. You just hit the lock button, then press and hold. And if you decide you're not going to go somewhere after it's been warming up for a little bit, you can turn it back off. And as we go look into some of the other safety features, your side blind zone alert and your turn signal indicators, those are all part of that luxury package as well. If we check out the driver's side door, everything from power locks, windows, mirrors, even power folding mirrors. I'll check those out here. And those do both sides. And then you do have memory seating. I do want to point out this memory seating does not just driver's seat. It does your side mirror adjustments, but part of that luxury package does have the powered tilt and telescopic steering wheel, and it will remember that setting as well for you. And one more thing that I almost forgot that is on the LT is your power adjusting foot pedals that all work with just a touch of a button. My wife's 4'9", so I mean that's huge. I get it, guys. It's nice to be able to maybe set that exit setting so that as soon as the car is turned off, that seat goes back so that when you go to get in it, you don't have to have your knees in the dash, or vice versa, where the ladies are struggling to reach the foot pedals and having to adjust everything. It is programmed to each key fob, so she can have hers and you can have yours, and it will automatically detect and do all the settings specifically for that key fob, making it really easy. Automatic light control, fog light control is just by pressing in. And then four-wheel drive, it is set to 2 right now, but you do have automatic, like all-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, neutral, so it can be flat-toed. As we look up here, you have your traction control, your park assist sensor. Some people don't like those, so they want them turned off. Maybe if you're in a unique situation where you don't need that beeping at you, you can turn them off there. Your lane departure warning, lane keep assist button, you can turn that on and off there as well. And I believe that is part of the, actually that's just part of the LT. That is a standard LT feature. Rainsense, which is automatic, it senses whether there's water on the windshield, and that is a standard feature. And I believe on the LT you get the Intelli-beam, automatic high beams for you as well. On the steering column, before I jump up in here, you do have on your 9 o'clock and your 3 o'clock positions. This side will do, you have buttons there. This side does the radio presets that you can cycle through. So after you set your favorites, you can cycle through them here without having to reach over to the radio. And on this side behind the steering wheel, there's the buttons that do the volume control. Right, so now we're inside again. I'm going to point out 2 more features on the luxury package. One is, while we're looking at this real quick, is your heated steering wheel button. But the big thing is to not actually have a turn key. You actually just have a key fob. So once it's inside the vehicle, all you have to do is hold in the brake down below and press this button, and it starts right up for you. Alright, so we're going to take a look at some more things as we go across the steering wheel. All your cruise control features here, and then your Bluetooth hands-free here, and then these controls control everything up here on your driver information center, which is a nice 4.2-inch color screen that is standard as well. I'll back that up, maybe make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what's going on there. So from here, we'll start with the info screen. It has your speed limit indicator, trip A, trip B, need some gas in here, oil life, tire pressure, fuel economy, and you can change that. There's actually more. If I go down to options, info pages, I think it probably has most of them, a timer, speed limit warning, engine hours, transmission fluid, off-road mode. That's actually, I'm going to check that one. Oops. There we go. If we go back, show you that off-road one. So it actually lets you know your tilt, your inclines, and everything like that. wherever you sit, whether it's in 2-wheel, 4-wheel. So if you do anything off-road, this is a cool feature to have. You can do your audio screen, so it lets you know whatever is playing, like Red Hot Chili Peppers right now. Phone, so if you get incoming calls, it'll let you be able to see things there, and navigation, which again is an additional feature. When I look over at the 8-inch radio, actually has nav built in. Usually I would say OnStar nav, where you have to have a subscription. This one is built in, and you get an extra 9 months of Sirius XM radio as part of that whole thing. So pretty cool. Actually, that's part of the luxury package. I take that back. It does not have the auto stop feature. I'm assuming that might be coming next year. I thought it would be on this one, but it is not. So here's the rest of your instrument gauges. That way you can take a look, have a good view on those, become familiar, and your hazards are up here. Shift here, tow haul mode is a button on the end. So if you're pulling, this one you can pull up to 6,000 pounds as it sits. With the max trailering package, you get 8,000 pounds. We'll cover more of that here in a little bit. 8-inch MyLink radio is currently a very hot 92 degrees today. It's 4:33 in the afternoon. 4G Wi-Fi hotspot is built in, and that runs through AT&T's network. I believe right now, if you're not an AT&T customer already on their cellular plan, I think it's $25 a month currently as of the date of this recording. It gives you unlimited data for 1 month, and is no contract, and you can connect up to 7 different devices up to 50 feet away from the SUV. It's pretty cool. So all of these are touchscreen. You can push and hold just like on your phone, and you can rotate these around to wherever you want them to go. And push and hold back. I'm sorry, hit the home button. That'll get you out of there. Turn that down. Radio, AM, FM, XM, you can cycle through by hitting the radio button on the touchscreen or by down here below. Media, if you do want to put a CD in, or if you have any other media device, like a USB, if you're hooked up to your phone or something like that, Bluetooth, you can play music through all of those as well. So I'm going to hit the home button here, come back over. You can download more apps, like I see some people do weather apps. That's the most common one I see. I'm not going to go through everything, but you can pair up a phone very quickly and easily as well through there. You just pair a device, go to Bluetooth on your phone, and it walks you through. Projection is Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This is not the iOS 3 system that you'll see on a lot of other Chevy vehicles. For some reason, Chevy did not upgrade that this year. I'm thinking because maybe they're going to do a redesign next year, and we'll see actual Apple CarPlay, Android Auto icons of their own. But that's where it is. As soon as you plug in through the USB port down below over here, with your Android device, if you download Android Auto, or an iPhone will do it automatically, plug and play, that icon will change for you. And then navigation is pretty self-explanatory. If you know how to use a GPS on your phone, or if you have a Garmin or something like that, it all works the same. And what I love on Tahoes, Suburbans, and Impalas is, and Corvettes, this locking compartment behind it. It does have a USB port there. You can close this down, and then under your settings, you can do valet mode and lock it out with a 4-digit code. So that locks this compartment and the radio screen. So if in your navigation, if you had your home address and you have a valet who's parking your vehicle, they will not be able to use anything on this except for the backup camera when they put it in reverse. So some cool things there. Rear seat reminder, again, that's a standard thing now. Anytime a rear door is opened up within 10 minutes of the vehicle leaving, it will chime at you once you put it back in park and turn off the vehicle to remind you to look in the back, whether it's a child, a pet, some groceries, whatever. It's just a good reminder. We showed you the valet mode, teen driver mode. It's a great way to be able to monitor a new driver. Radio settings, vehicle settings, there are some cool things in here. Collision detection systems. So under the collision detection systems, you can do forward collision alert is standard on the LT, and so is the driver safety alert seat, which instead of having the beeps through the audio system, it'll actually make your driver's seat vibrate, It's a little bit, it catches your attention pretty quick. And you can turn any of these safety features on and off. I'm not going to go through everything on here, but just let you see that there are lots of ways you can customize. If you don't like some of the features, you can turn things on and off. Alright, so as we go down, again, your dual climate control for the front and your climate controls for the third row. You do have heated seats. Leather seating is standard on the LT, whether you get it in this color, jet black, or any other colors that Chevy may offer. In the center console, there are racks here on either side, so you can, this is their standard filing width, so if you have files, if you're doing business work, you can actually hang those in here. And again, more USB ports and auxiliary port here in the corner. And if you get the Premier, you'll get the wireless charging up here as well. You get your OnStar features up on the radio, or on the rear view mirror, universal home remote, and power sliding rear window, which I did the tilt, and then you can slide like this too. And then the shade is manual. You have your power liftgate programming here, and then you do have sunglass holder and conversation mirror. So we'll take a look at the engine compartment real quick, and then we'll let you guys go. Alright, so this is the 5.3 liter V8 engine. That is the standard engine on all Suburbans with the available 6.2. Again, that one is available with the 6.2 liter performance package. This one has 355 horsepower, 383 pound-foot of torque. As it sits, you can get 6,000 pounds of towing capacity. With a max trailering package, you get 8,000, or with a two-wheel drive, it give you a few hundred extra pounds. But that is the 2020 Suburban. Again, this one is in beautiful Summit White, and it's located at Spitzer Chevy in Amherst, Ohio. If you live in the area or want to come see it, give me a call at 440-988-4444. Just ask for Ken Birdsall, and I would be glad to help you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video, make any comments down below if you have any questions, and I will do my best to help you out. You guys have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.